As the tense standoff continues, Vegeta's analytical gaze locks onto Gohan, the source of this newfound power that has disrupted their plans. He begins to deduce that there might be more untapped potential within the Earthlings than initially anticipated. A smirk creeps onto Vegeta's face, a mixture of intrigue and excitement coloring his expression. Interesting, Vegeta muses, his voice laced with a hint of amusement. It seems Earth harbors some surprises after all. A Saiyan warrior emerging from the shadows, and now a youngling tapping into such energy. Raditz, it's clear we've underestimated these insects. Raditz, still maintaining his arrogance but now more cautious, grunts in acknowledgement. The Z-fighters watch this exchange closely, their own confidence bolstered by the recognition they're receiving from their adversaries. The tension remains palpable, the air crackling with a mix of curiosity and unease. Tien, stepping forward with a stern expression, addresses Vegeta. Don't think for a second that we'll go down without a fight. We've learned from our battles, and we won't let our guard down again. Vegeta's smirk widens, and he nods appreciatively. Good. I'm not interested in dealing with weaklings. A true challenge is what I seek, and it appears I may have found it here. Raditz scoffs at Vegeta's words but refrains from commenting. He, too, recognizes the potential threat that the Z-fighters pose, especially after witnessing Gohan's newfound strength firsthand. As tension mounts and battle seems imminent, Gohan's resolve solidifies. He stands at the forefront, his gaze unwavering as he faces the two Saiyan invaders. The others, while aware of the daunting task ahead, remain resolute, knowing that their bonds and determination to protect Earth are their greatest strengths. With Gohan's transformation and Nappa's defeat, the Z-fighters have not only gained a powerful ally but also a newfound confidence in their ability to face formidable foes. The battle against Vegeta and Raditz would prove to be an even greater challenge, pushing them to evolve and adapt once again. However, their unity, determination, and the unexpected emergence of Gohan's strength would shape the course of the battles that lie ahead. In the midst of uncertainty and preparation, the stage is set for a clash that will test the limits of the Z-fighters and their adversaries. Earth's fate hangs in the balance, and the outcome of these battles will determine the destiny of the entire planet. As the tension builds, Gohan steps forward, his eyes locking onto Vegeta and Raditz. The echoes of his father's sacrifice reverberate within him, fueling his determination to protect his loved ones and the world they call home. Gohan's voice carries a newfound strength as he addresses the Saiyan invaders. You won't lay a finger on Earth or the people I care about. I've seen the kind of power we can achieve when we fight together, and I won't let that power be in vain. Vegeta chuckles softly, his arms crossed as he leans back. Bold words, little one, but let's see if your bark matches your bite. With an explosive burst of energy, Gohan launches himself at Raditz, his movements agile and precise. The battle commences with lightning-fast exchanges. Gohan strikes blending martial arts finesse with his raw power. Raditz, caught off guard by the young warrior's speed, is forced to defend against the onslaught. Meanwhile, Vegeta's analytical mind dissects the Z-fighters' strengths and weaknesses. His eyes narrow as he observes Piccolo's regenerative abilities, Tien's multiple limbs, and Krillin's resourcefulness. He smirks at Yamcha's familiar fighting stance, acknowledging the Earthlings' growth since their previous encounters. Tien and Piccolo coordinate their attacks, utilizing their combined tactics to create openings for each other. Krillin darts around the battlefield, delivering precise strikes whenever an opportunity arises. Yamcha engages Raditz alongside Gohan, utilizing his combat experience to complement Gohan's raw power with finesse and strategy. The battles intensify, energy blasts lighting up the sky as the Z-fighters and Saiyan invaders clash with unrelenting ferocity. The Earth itself quakes under the force of their clashes, the very air crackling with energy. Gohan, his emotions in turmoil as he fights for his father's legacy, taps into his newfound power, pushing his limits further. A radiant aura envelops him as he unleashes a devastating attack, catching Raditz off guard and sending him hurtling through the air. Raditz crashes to the ground, stunned by the force of the blow. Vegeta's eyes narrow as he witnesses Gohan's display of strength. Impressive, he mutters. This fight might prove more entertaining than I anticipated. With a roar of frustration, Vegeta powers up, his energy surging around him in a fierce aura. He lunges forward, his speed and power matching Gohan's. Their clash creates shockwaves that ripple through the battlefield, sending debris flying in all directions. As the battle reaches its zenith, a new determination ignites within the Z-fighters. The memory of Goku's sacrifice, Gohan's newfound power, and their unwavering camaraderie fueled their fight. Even as fatigue sets in, they stand firm, determined to defend their world against any odds. The confrontation rages on, the outcome hanging in the balance. The fate of Earth rests on the shoulders of these warriors, whose bonds have grown stronger with each challenge they've faced. With every punch thrown and energy blast unleashed, they carve a legacy of resilience and bravery that will be remembered for generations to come. In the midst of the explosive battle, the Z Fighters' determination becomes a beacon of hope. Their resolve is unshakable, and their bonds are forged in the heat of combat. Gohan, still fueled by his father's sacrifice and the power he's harnessed, faces off against Vegeta with unwavering courage. Vegeta, though intrigued by Gohan's potential, refuses to be outmatched. His attacks become more calculated, his movements precise as he tests Gohan's limits. The intensity of their clash creates shockwaves that ripple across the landscape, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. Meanwhile, Saiyan, Krillin, Piccolo, and Yamcha continue to hold their ground against Raditz. Their teamwork has evolved into a seamless dance of strategies and techniques, with each fighter anticipating the other's moves. Raditz, though still dangerous, finds himself on the defensive, struggling to keep up with the Z Fighters' coordinated assault. As the battle rages on, Gohan's determination intensifies. His mind flashes back to his father's training, the memories of their shared moments, and the belief that Goku's spirit is watching over him. Gohan taps into a reservoir of strength he didn't know he possessed, his energy surging to new heights. With a primal roar, Gohan's power explodes outward, engulfing him in a blinding aura. His hair, a reflection of his Saiyan heritage, shifts to a golden hue as he undergoes a transformation unlike any seen before. The Z Fighters and Saiyan invaders alike are left in awe as Gohan's power skyrockets to a level that transcends even his previous displays. Vegeta's eyes widen, a mixture of astonishment and excitement crossing his face. So this is the true power of a Saiyan, a hidden wellspring of strength waiting to be tapped. Impressive, boy. Gohan's newfound power shifts the tide of battle dramatically. He engages Vegeta with an intensity that surpasses their previous exchanges. Their clash sends shockwaves that ripple across the planet, and each punch they exchange threatens to reshape the landscape. Witnessing Gohan's transformation, the other Z Fighters find renewed energy. Saiyan, Piccolo, Krillin, and Yamcha redouble their efforts against Raditz, utilizing Gohan's distraction to land decisive blows. The combined might of the Z Fighters creates a symphony of chaos that shakes the very heavens. With every strike, every energy blast, Gohan pushes himself further. Determined to protect his world and honor his father's legacy, his power seems boundless. His movements a blur as he engages Vegeta in a battle that defies comprehension. As the battle reaches its climax, Gohan summons all his strength for a final, earth-shattering attack. The energy surging within him is channeled into a single, devastating blast that streaks toward Vegeta with blinding speed. The impact is cataclysmic, an explosion that engulfs the battlefield in a blinding light. When the dust settles, the Z Fighters stand battered but triumphant. Gohan's transformation has proven to be the turning point, the key to defeating the seemingly unbeatable Saiyan invaders. The victory is bittersweet, as the toll of the battle is evident in the landscape and the fighters' exhausted expressions. With Vegeta defeated, Raditz lies on the ground, his arrogance shattered by the Z Fighters' resilience. The Saiyan invaders have been repelled, and Earth's defenders have proven their strength and determination beyond measure. However, Piccolo and Tien did not survive the fight with Raditz. The Z Fighters still managed to win. As the Z Fighters catch their breath and regroup, the sun sets on a battlefield forever changed. Gohan's emergence as a powerhouse and the unity of the Z Fighters have shaped the course of history. But even as they celebrate their hard-fought victory, they remain aware that the universe is vast, and new challenges could arise at any moment. And that's a wrap for part 2 of our What If saga in the Dragon Ball universe. The twists and turns just keep coming, and we hope you're as thrilled as we are. If your Saiyan spirit is roaring for more, show us some love by liking this video and hitting that subscribe button. So stay charged and stay tuned. See you in the next chapter.